All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. New Pitaka cases for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. We got the MagEZ Case 3, all right? Now, we got 3 different flavors for you to check out, all right? We got the OG version, basically going to be the OG black, but then we got the Fusion Weave, all right? I personally love the Fusion Weave. When they came out with those, I'm on board for those, all right? So let's go ahead and check them out. Let's go ahead and start with the Fusion Weave, and of course, as I go through them, I'll be sure to slap the rest of them on at the end so you can check out those colorways if that's one you're interested in, all right? So new packaging for Pitaka this year, all right? We're getting a little bit more eco-friendly. A lot more case companies should do this because you got too much plastic and stuff. You just let's get eco-friendly, all right? So there it is, Fusion Weaving MagEZ Case 3 for iPhone 6.7 P, I guess, Pro, whatever it is, Petaflow for iPhones. And this is going to be the 600D version. Now, they do make 1500D, which I think is a little bit thicker, all right? I think that's, you know how last year they had the MagEZ and the Air? I think this one is more like the Air, but they got a little surprise when it comes to their cases this year. So let's go ahead and check it out. So I've already opened it up. Yep, I've already popped it on the phone. Y'all know how I get down. So on the inside, you're going to get a little few things. You're going to get some little fit altercations, as I call it, man. So if your case doesn't really fit correctly, or if your iPhone isn't really to all the tolerances, slap this inside of your case, man, to kind of snug that fit up a little bit. Right here, you get a little thank you card with just a little bit of Pitaka paperwork. We don't gotta look at that, man. We just throw all this to the side, and we here for the case only, all right? So here it is, man, that Fusion Weave, and I absolutely love this Fusion Weave right here. Whatever this one is called, I haven't got all the names down, but absolutely love it, all right? So this one, as you can see, comes with MagSafe. And the reason why I highlight that is because if you remember kind of like the Air case of last year in the thickness and the thinness of that case, this is kind of like an in-between. It's not as thick as the old MagEZ, but it's not as thin as the Air case, but it has that MagSafe, and that's good to see right here. Now, you already know when it comes to this level of Pitaka case, this is going to be a thin case. I don't want y'all in the comments talking about, why would you spend that much on a case? It doesn't barely protect. Look, that means this case ain't for you. If you're not about that minimalist protection, they make other cases out there. They make the Pro case, which we're going to get into in another day. But don't bash, don't downsize, don't down talk the minimalist cases. A lot of people out there rock with these cases, all right? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and weigh it, all right? Let's go ahead and see what this bad boy is weighing. We already know it's going to be crazy light because that's how Pitaka does, man. So, bumping down, going to 21 grams, all right? So, yeah, we got a light boy. This, like I said, not only is it minimalistic, it gives you that light factor as well. So let's go ahead and throw the space black up here, and then we'll go ahead and step through the case, and let's see what we are rocking with, all right? So here it is on that space black. Some cases just make this space black look so ill, and I'm here for it, and I love it, all right? So that's what we're working with when it comes to that space black. Just a very nice colorway. So let's go ahead and step through the case. Let's go around it, see what the case got going on, and let's go ahead and do our normal checks, all right? So on that top side, as you can see, your head is going to be out, all right? Y'all know, if y'all familiar with the channel, your bald head is going to be out when it comes to the top of this, so always be wary. Once again, if you got the dropsies, this case is going to be for you. This is made for my people who may work in the office setting, who works from home, different things like that, where you don't have to worry about potentially dropping and damaging your case. That's what this phone case is used for. So you're going to have protection on those corners, and you're going to have protection, you know, a little bit like a quarter of the way up on the actual phone itself. So that's, you know, it's better than nothing, you know what I mean? So I've heard people drop their phone with the MagEZ case on and it survives without any issues. So that's always good to see, all right? So on that back side, we know with those thick boy cameras, they gave us that little lip right there that's going to be able to protect those camera lenses and not let us get them damaged when we just set this phone down casually, just using it every day. So that's also very good to see as well, all right? So on that right side is going to be a cutout for your power button, which we don't really got to test because, of course, you're going to be pressing the actual button of the phone. Flipping over on your bottom, your booty's out. Your butt is out. Hope I don't get demonetized for saying that, man. But your butt is out, man, on the bottom. The whole bottom of the phone is out except for those corners, all right? They have a little relief cut to make sure that you could potentially use third-party chargers if that's your thing when it comes to your Type-C. I always want to say Lightning, but maybe on the iPhone 21 we might see it, man. So on that left side, as you can see, same thing like the power button side, volume up and down, mute toggle right there wide open so you can indeed press it. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about that lay on the table protection. All right, now this is a thin case and I'm running a tempered glass screen protector. All right, you're not really going to get much lay on table protection. All right, so if you drop it face down, pick it up with caution, all right? Because this isn't made for a heavy drop. Now, it may survive. Your screen protector might take the blunt of it, but just make a note of you don't really get much lay on the tail protection. If not any much, if any, you might get a tiny lip, but either way, it's not really much to talk about when it comes to this case. All right, now how does this case fit on the phone? Pitaka has always had excellent fit, almost too tight when it comes to some cases, but let's go ahead and check it out. So on that right side, you know, you really have to pop it out. You don't have to fight as hard as it was last year with the MagEZ 3 cases. Sometimes you had to fight with that case to get out. This case is actually easy to get off, but it does not feel like it's sorry enough to just pop out on its own. It definitely feels confident. When it's snapped on, I think you'll be good to go. That right side, you really got to pull it. You heard that snap. Bottom side, you hear that pop. You hear that pop as well. On that top side, it comes out, but you can hear that pop as well. And when it's up there, it's not moving up and down. It's not shaking or doing anything in the case. It's actually very snug on the case. And that's what you want when it comes to these very thin, minimalistic cases. So good job, Pitaka, with the fit of it. Not only did you make the phone case thinner, of course, it still has that A1 fit, and that I can appreciate. All right, now how does it feel in your hands? Of course, I love the feel of these cases in their hands, man, because it feels like you're almost not using the case at all. It feels like you have a just naked phone, but the phone has more of a texture, man. So very thin. I really don't feel like it's too slippery. Just keeps things very thin and very minimal, if that's what you like when it comes to your iPhone, man. So I know a lot of you, indeed, don't want a bunch of bulk when it comes to your iPhone, and I do not blame you. All right, now, here's one thing that we got to talk about, all right, and that is going to be MagSafe. Now, you remember last year when the strongest MagSafes, hands down, went to Pitaka. This year, they slimmed the magnet down a little bit on the MagEZ 3 case and on the Pro case, and when you slim a magnet down, you do take away a little bit of the strength, all right? I did speak to Pitaka about this, and they basically said that a lot of these cases last year with Pitaka, the magnet was so strong that it was interfering with some wireless chargers. So therefore, this year they made the magnet a little bit thinner. So it is going to take away from some of that pull. But let's go ahead and see if it can still pick up this base, because last year, any Pitaka case picked this base up. And I do think you can't pick it up. All right. So if you can pick it up barely. All right. Now, if you remember my cases from last year, you can pick this thing up without even thinking about it, because those magnets were that strong. Now, the magnets are still very good. Don't get it twisted, man. The magnets are still, if I had to go on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest, 1 being the weakest, I got to give this like an 8.5. All right. Very strong magnet still. It's just not as strong as they were last year when it came to their Pitaka cases. So that's just something to take note of. But it will try to pick this base up, but it can't do it on its own. But very strong magnet still. All right. So go ahead and bring in some accessories over here so we can test that out. Very strong connection when it comes to that Apple MagSafe battery pack. Wouldn't have any problems wearing this, putting it in your pocket, using the phone with the actual battery pack on. Would not have an issue with it at all. So very strong when it comes to that. Taking a look at the wallet. This is a case that I would have no problem in rocking the wallet with, because it's not going to come off, you know what I mean? It's not going to come off easy. Sliding in and out of your pocket, brushing up against it, it's not going to make it come off automatically. And then always for extreme measures, let's go ahead and bring the big boy, all right? The big 10,000 milliamp hour battery, one of these hunker-dunks, man. And even with this right here, with how big it is in mass, it still takes a lot to pull that off, all right? So all in all, this is still a very strong magnet. It's just a little bit more toned down because of the design of the case. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at all. As long as we still have decent magnets and don't just completely weaken them, I'm good to go in my opinion. Real quick, I know you guys like to see the rock test. So when you rock this will have a little bit of rock to it. That's just what it is when it comes to this thin case. And you have this big camera bump back here. So y'all already know what time it is, man. Should you buy this case when it comes to the Pitaka MagEZ 3 case? Now, I know it's expensive. A lot of you don't like spending a lot of money on cases, but if I had to spend money on a thin case, it would have to be Pitaka, man, because they are basically the best in the game, in my opinion, when it comes to these cases, the way they do their fusion. We even sure you can go buy a carbon fiber case anywhere on eBay or anything like that, but when it comes to this fusion weave, this thing right here is simply a good look, all right? So let's go ahead and grab the other ones right here, and let's go ahead and bring them over so we can just slap these on to see what they are looking like real quick. So this is going to be the other fusion weave pattern. All right, so let's go ahead and pop it off. Always pop it off from the same side, and then you can kind of pop it off like that. So here's going to be another one. If you want to keep it more toned down, a little bit more subtle, this can be a nice one that you can use right here. All right, so that's going to be this one right here, which I think looks very good up in that space black color. Very nice, subtle look right here, in my opinion, if that is something right here that you want to go for. Just a very nice look right there. So let's go ahead and pop this off, pop that off, and peel that off there. And if you want to just rock with the all black, all right, let's go ahead and check out the all black. If you want to keep things very clean, you want to keep things very stealthy, this is automatically going to be the way to go, man. Just keeping this thing very stealth, very nice looking, very Pitaka-like when it comes to the cleanliness of this right here, all right? So leaving all this on the table, man, here it is, man. This is going to be the Pitaka MagEZ 3 case. You already know the links for these will be down in the description below for any of the iPhones that you choose from. They are affiliates, so if you do buy from it, it does support your boy a lot. You already know what time it is, man. Make sure you get subbed up, stay locked in, because you know we're bringing you a plenty of accessories when it comes to the 14 Pro Max and soon the iPhone 14 Plus. Y'all be easy. Catch you on the next one. Later.